Okay guys, so today I finished up WiPri, which is based on Mac Cleaner. It uses the basis of changing identities on Mac addresses, which, as we've explained in previous videos, Mac addresses are like the fingerprint, hardware, serial number. They basically completely identify your machine and everywhere it's been. Your MAC address is picked up at various places. Wi-Fi tracking is continually logging your MAC address. So I have created this to help anyone who's interested in their privacy. The D flag here, you need to put your device name after it. As you can see, it lists the devices, WLAN. So first we're going to do WiPri, D flag, WLAN 0. And then what we're going to do is the R mode continually randomizes the MAC address at changing times and intervals. So basically, when you run R flag, you're going to have a different MAC address for a completely randomly chosen amount of time. And then after that, you're going to have another completely new random MAC address for another completely randomized period of time. And it'll go on and on like that. It'll continually change randomized periods of time and continually change randomized MAC addresses. So as we see on this map here, it shows 3 tracking beacons up here that are logging all MAC addresses and basically trying to follow people around grocery stores or whatever business, etc., is using these types of Wi-Fi tracking modules. So based on the fact that it changes at unpredictable times, it's not going to be fitting a pattern like, say, something that changed every 5 minutes. If there was a new MAC address and a disappearing MAC address every 5 minutes on the dot, that would be easier to line up as the identity behind the machine. So that's what's great about this R flag feature. I wanted to go over it in a video, and also I suggest something like the R flag if you're traveling. On the other hand, if you are not traveling, if you are, say, at a library or somewhere else where you still want to protect your privacy, use the I flag. The I flag sets a new MAC identity, a completely randomized chosen MAC identity. It also continues to set that address in case, as with my cheap Wi-Fi card, it tends to reset if you use the MAC changer command. So I wrote this as a way to prevent it from resetting that address. But it also works pretty well for some other stuff. I have also randomized host names. You do the H flag, and then anytime you add the H flag, it'll set a completely randomized host name. As you can see down here, I have, this is the one that was chosen, Toshiba 8-8062. As you can tell, it's pretty generic, but it's also pretty random. It also, we're going to go over the signal part, which I'm doing the demo of today. So let's bring back up our signal monitor, and let's run the S flag. As you can see, the signal's pretty stabilized. Let's run it. Okay, and we'll keep an eye on that. And did you see the signal drop right there? As you can tell, the signal dropped a lot. So if something was monitoring it with Wi-Fi tracker beacons, I still have the internet and everything, of course, but it looks like I've moved. And the beacons, the trackers, believe I've moved for this period of time. Now, I've been playing around with different times and signal strengths because I want this to confuse trackers as much as possible. And I thought maybe I'd play around and monitor the signal a bit. And as you can see, it changed the TX power down to 5. And okay, I'm gonna allow it to jump back up again, which it should do any time now. And when it does that, you're gonna see the monitored signal strength jump up as well. So as you can see on like a map right here, you have larger circles for bigger signals here in representation, and then we have a smaller circle for a lower TX power signal. So up here we have the blue Wi-Fi tracking beacons, and you can tell how if one were to completely randomize their signal, between varied amounts, high and low, but not enough to lose the internet. Now this is completely stable. I just want to mention that. But what it does is it confuses trackers, and not all trackers. I'm not going to say if you're doing anything you shouldn't be doing, don't use this program. This is for people like journalists, other people, human rights activists, people in countries where they're not safe for just writing articles. This is just meant for people who are interested in privacy and also interested in ethical human rights purposes. So I wanted to go over that. So that was the demo, and now I hope you liked the video. Let's run one more command real quick. Okay. And what we're going to do is show you the help real quick, and it just shows you a couple different examples here. So as you can see, here's a couple other examples. So if you ever need help with it, you can run the capital H flag, or you can leave a comment below. I'd be happy to help you out. So you can get this at our GitHub or on our blog, and I will leave a link below this video. So I hope you like the video. I hope you like WiPri. Please leave a comment, leave a question, leave a suggestion, and it helps us out with the algorithms. And I'll be back later with more videos on how you can protect your privacy and surveillance capitalism.